Have you ever heard of the enormous power of water in curing diseases? And have you ever wondered if the way you drink water can affect your physical and mental well-being? In a world that lives in the name of frenzy, most of us drink only to quench our thirst, completely neglecting the benefits of this nectar of life. Instead, you should stop for a moment and ask yourself these questions. Is drinking water really that obvious? What if the secret to a balanced and vibrant life was hidden precisely in the art of consciously savoring every drop of water we swallow? Water has always had great importance on a symbolic, spiritual, and therapeutic level, especially in Oriental culture. In the following Zen story, you will discover its role in self-healing of body and spirit, thanks to 3 methods that you should make into daily habits. So, if you stay until the end of the video, you will have 3 rules for using water in a conscious and healing way. But before continuing, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, and share the video. Thanks to these gestures, you will help us produce new content every day for your spiritual growth. In a quiet monastery hidden in the Himalayan mountains, the wise Buddhist monk Ashidhai stood as a spiritual guide to those seeking balance and wisdom in their lives. One day, Ashidhai gathered a large group of people under the shade of the centuries-old cherry trees that adorned the gardens to share precious teachings on the importance of water for the body and spirit. "Look at the water," Ashidhai began, pointing to the river that flowed a few meters away. "It is the fluid of life. Just as it flows in rivers and oceans, it also flows within us, nourishing every cell in our body and purifying our mind. Water is much more than just a physical necessity. It is the very foundation of life, the connective tissue that weaves our existence together invisibly and powerfully. But in addition to its indispensable function in keeping our body hydrated, water reveals a profound connection with our mind, a bond that goes beyond simply satisfying thirst. And in this harmonious dance between the body and the mind, water stands as a key element for our well-being, an inexhaustible source of energy and reflection. Listen to me carefully. Water is a source of life and cleans, purifies, and heals diseases from the inside. This is why it is essential that each of us learns to consume it in the right way. And today I will share with you 3 methods for drinking it which, if applied consistently, can provide enormous benefits to your body and your spirit. But before delving into these 3 methods, it is crucial that I make a premise so that you understand something very important. First of all, when we drink, we must be present to ourselves, develop awareness of what we are doing. This is because, on a spiritual level, it is essential that drinking water is not experienced as a mechanical, banal, and obvious action. If, when we drink, we concentrate on what we are doing, that moment becomes a meditative act, a practice to reconnect with our inner essence. As you bring the glass of water to your mouth, hold it firmly in your hands and think of something positive. Think of the good things you want to happen, and be grateful. After this necessary introduction, the wise monk Ashidhai, with a serenity that distinguishes him, began to talk about the 3 methods of taking water to ensure that it can become a real medicine. The first method he talked about is to drink a cup of warm water mixed with the juice of half a lemon every morning. This simple morning ritual, Ashidhai said, is like a gentle touch at the door of your health. The abundant vitamin C present in lemon juice becomes your main ally. Therefore, the combination of water and lemon is antibacterial and strengthens the immune defenses. And in this practice, the warm temperature of the water is important because if it is cold, it creates a shock to your digestive system and body in general. As people hung on his lips, the monk smiled and continued, "The acidic taste of lemon can be deceiving, but I invite you to reflect on the wonder of nature. Despite its acidity, lemon has an alkalizing effect on the body. In simple terms, it helps balance pH, detoxifying and deacidifying the body. Therefore, drinking water and lemon is like renewing yourself every morning, a kind gesture that can compensate for the excesses of the previous day, especially if you have eaten meat and other heavy foods." Ashihai, with his wisdom, also highlighted the diuretic effect of water and lemon. This morning elixir can help the body eliminate accumulated toxins and waste. Think of this elixir as a clean river flowing through your system, carrying away with it what is no longer needed. Concluding, the monk invited those present to consider this practice not only as a physical gesture, but also as an opportunity to start the day with awareness and gratitude for the health that flows within them. "Drink slowly with awareness and gratitude," he said, "and let the lemon water be a bringer of well-being that accompanies you through the journey of each new day." While the disciples listened to the Master's words with growing interest, Ashidhai introduced the second method by which water can become a powerful ally of our health: drinking hot water. During the day, advised the monk, drinking hot water warms the body from the inside, improving circulation and contributing to muscle relaxation. This simple daily act, which is taught to us by Ayurvedic medicine, can be a purification ritual, a way to release accumulated tensions. Before being consumed, however, the water must be boiled slowly in a steel, terracotta, or copper saucepan, added the Master. This practice gives water beneficial properties, such as increasing digestive fire, the process that helps us digest, and dissolving toxins. Toxins which are then eliminated through the designated channels, facilitating the body's purification process. The practice of drinking hot boiled water, continued the monk, must become a daily ritual. It is recommended to drink it at regular intervals during the day, especially in the morning on an empty stomach. The amount of water to drink varies based on seasonality, time of day, and the type of each individual. It is important to carefully follow the specific instructions to obtain the maximum benefit, so what I recommend is to consult an Ayurvedic doctor if you want to do things right. Ashikai added that each individual, following the specific indications, can integrate this simple gesture into their daily routine, thus contributing to the well-being of the body and mind. Finally, Ashidhai introduced the little-known concept of solarized water. Place the water in blue glass containers and expose them to sunlight, he said. This process will enrich the water with positive energy. In this way, you will absorb the warmth of the sun and the beneficial energy of the color blue, bringing balance to your mind and spirit. The process that takes place in solarized water, in fact, enriches it with healing vibrations. And since inside our body, water is a transporter of energy, healing processes are triggered. The Master, at the end of his lesson, was happy to see the joy in the eyes of the disciples, and to discover how everyone had the desire to delve further into these topics. In conclusion, what does this story teach us? That every drop of water we drink should remind us to nourish our body and soul with love and care, and that, thanks to these free methods, we can take care of our body and our soul. Think of water as a train carrying vibrations. Without enough water, vibration energy will not be able to flow through the body. So drink the right amount of water and do it mindfully so as to bring the maximum benefit to your health.